Welcome to my channel. We'll only talk about the best hidden gems and maybe some well-known coins that are on the verge of exploding. We will start with 3 projects today. First 2 are pretty similar, so we're just going to go through them quickly. And then the third one is a little bit different and kind of unique, so we're going to talk about it for a little bit more time. The first project is called Crypto Gems. This is a platform where people can find the most up-to-date token gems and new releases in DeFi. So basically, this is a launchpad and an aggregator of the best DeFi projects out there. It's also a launchpad for new projects looking to build in the space. So if you're interested in being notified about upcoming sales on this platform or about new listings, join their social media channels and follow all instructions to make sure that you're early to everything. They're extremely active on Twitter, posting a lot of cool things. And they have a newsletter as well that you should subscribe to. If you want to see our full write-up on them, check the description for a link to an article on a blog, where you can read more about the project and how to participate in future sales. The next project is called Next 100x, and this is a decentralized oracle and financial derivatives exchange. They combine elements of decentralized oracles and on-chain data availability with perpetual futures. Contracts to allow traders to access alternative yields-generating strategies while providing liquidity to these markets and earning fees. They allow anyone to use their protocol to create markets for anything. They do have a long-term vision, which includes other financial products like options and swaps. But right now they are focused on creating a fully decentralized, perpetual futures exchange. They have a small team behind the project that has been developing for quite a while. They also have a big partner, Telcoin, which is a payment network for the next billion users. Their native token Next is listed on Bitmart and certain other platforms. Make sure to visit their social media channels to stay updated with the latest news. Now, the last project we all mentioned in this video is called DeFi Projects You Missed, and this is actually a content creator. It's a guy who has been involved in crypto since 2017. He started his channel in June 2020, and he currently has around 65,000 subscribers. His videos focus on undervalued and hidden gems in the DeFi space. This channel is a great resource if you want to learn more about the space and get updates on what's going on. He posts interesting and up-to-date videos almost every single day. So if you like learning about DeFi, make sure to visit his social media channels. You can also earn by simply holding DeFi for You Missed tokens. Those are called My Token, and you can stake them in their My Token Launchpad. This is a new feature that allows you to stake your My Token in exchange for other tokens. Currently, they have My Token, Cake, BNB, BUSD, and soon they will add more options. They also have a tool called Yearn Watch, which allows you to track your favorite Yearn vaults in one place. This tool displays live price charts and a breakdown of each vault's holdings. With this tool, you can easily stay on top of your favorite vaults and make informed decisions based on real-time data. They also have a Chrome extension which gives you the price of any token in any website. All of this is very useful, and if you want to check out this tool or their Yearn Watch tool, check the links in the description. In addition to that, they have a newsletter with the most important news from the world of DeFi. So if you want to receive that newsletter, make sure to check their social media channels for more information. As I said before, all links are in the description. Now let us take a look at some old projects that were mentioned in the past and see how they are redoing now. First up is Zetfi. If you haven't heard of Zetfi, this is a cross-chain lending and borrowing protocol built on Binance Smart Chain. The biggest difference between them and other lending protocols like Venus or Sunday Swap is that Zetfi is over-collateralized. This means that borrowers must put up more collateral than they borrow to ensure that lenders are always protected. So basically, it's like if you deposit $100, they don't lend you $100 to some other person. Instead, they keep your $100 and give a loan to someone else for, let's say, $80. Now, they have $180. When that person repays their loan, you get your $100 back. But in this example, they still have $80 left. So if another person wants to take a loan, they can give them that $80. That's why it's called over-collateralized. Anyway, in the beginning of December, we made a video about XDeFi, and since then, XDeFi grew a lot. Their total value locked is now around $440 million. This is huge growth compared to the $90 million that they had back in December. They definitely proved themselves in the market and showed everyone that they're here to stay. Also, their token X is now listed on Coinbase Pro. This is really good news because Coinbase Pro is one of the biggest exchanges out there. In fact, it's the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the US. So as you can imagine, its listing made the price of X explode, and it brought a lot of new investors to the project. The next project we'll talk about is amidst. I've talked about amidst a couple of times in the past. If you don't know what amidst is, it's basically a decentralized stablecoin protocol where users can create and redeem shares backed by a pool of stablecoins. Their goal is to offer greater stability and lower fees than other stablecoins. I like amidst because it's solving a major problem with stablecoins, and that is the volatility issue. Of course, stablecoins are supposed to maintain a one-to-one value with the dollar, but not all of them do that. For example, UST Terra USD collapsed a few months ago, and this is a prime example of a stablecoin that did not hold its peg. Stable, however, holds its peg much better than other non-USD-backed stablecoins, and that's why I like them. Since the last time I talked about them, their total value locked has grown quite a bit. It went from 100 million to 285 million. This is very impressive since this happened in less than 3 months. So they're definitely growing very fast. Their native token amidst is currently trading around $6.30. This is down significantly from their all-time high of $8. However, I think that this is a great opportunity to buy the dip. As I've said in the past, amidst is a great project that solves a major issue with stablecoins. Therefore, I expect it to grow even bigger in the future. The last project we'll talk about is Beefy Finance. This is a DeFi investing platform with ready-made portfolios designed to maximize your returns in a secure way. They have a variety of vaults to choose from, and each vault has a different strategy for maximizing returns. These strategies include yield farming, liquidity mining, lending and borrowing, and more. They also have a unique feature called super staking, which combines multiple staking pools into one. This allows users to diversify their holdings and increase their overall returns. Since the last time I talked about them, they grew significantly. Their total value locked went from around $200 million to over $670 million. So they gained around 300% in less than 3 months. That's very impressive. Beefy also launched their mobile app a few months ago. This was a big deal because it allowed users to access their services without having to use a desktop computer. The app is available for both Android and iOS devices. In addition to that, Beefy also announced a partnership with Polygon a few weeks ago. This is a big deal because Polygon is one of the most popular Layer 2 solutions for Ethereum. The partnership will allow Beefy to offer their services on the Polygon network, which will reduce fees for users and increase scalability. So overall, Beefy is a great project that has been growing rapidly. I think they have a lot of potential for the future. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please leave a comment below and tell me which projects you want to see in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.